Hi, this is Mike making my video to add to my collection. Today is the 4th of January 2025. Yeah, and it's 2:30 p.m. Basically making the video here, just kind of distracting myself from different thoughts. Uh, But anyway, yeah, it's been pretty good for me so far. I went through kind of a messed up time. I don't know if it was depression necessarily, but it was definitely fucked up. So anyway, yeah, making my video. I spend a lot of time by myself, and it's kind of just that way. Um, so yeah, I kind of have a different take on things. I've got like kind of a different take. Went shopping the other day, and I got a whole bunch of stuff, and I think I paid like $50, maybe 150, yeah, maybe 100. But I bought a bunch of stuff. So yeah, it's kind of cool how the universe is. How it provides me with things. So you know that's kind of where I'm at with things. Is I'm thankful. You know, and I'm thankful that I got what I got in life. It could have been a lot worse, but so far so good. I don't care what anybody says. I'm still working on things. There is no end to the journey, really. I mean, there's I suppose to be born again, but that would be the end. But I think I kind of like where I'm at. I have a choice in the matter. So anyhow, that's really what's going on with me. I don't have a lot of things going on. Uh, I got a pretty simple life that I live, uh, and I got some interesting things. I think one of the things I was working on was voodoo, but just basically animism is really kind of where that's at. I mean, it has a big umbrella that covers a lot of things. So I'm a pagan priest. Uh, I'm actually a Christian minister too, but a pagan priest and a Christian minister, the best of both worlds, I guess. But I'm also interested in Gnostic stuff and everything else, and I'm Greek and this and that and this and that. I guess I'm a believer in whatever it is. I'm definitely a believer in God. I met him, but I know who my God is. You guys have your God or gods or whatever. I have mine. So you have your beliefs. I have mine. It doesn't mean yours are wrong. It doesn't mean yours are right. It just means I believe in what I believe in, and I choose to believe that. So anyway, uh, with that little disclaimer or whatever, I just want to say that, and then I'm not necessarily running a Bible-based program on the internet or whatever, and I'm not necessarily running a church chat or this or that. I'm not sure exactly where I'm going with this, but at some day and then at some point, I'd like to definitely have a direction. So anyhow, that's kind of where that's at. Um, but anyway, yeah, I was gonna say voodoo is voodoo magic and stuff like that. Is kind of where I'm interested in. I guess Christianity is kind of against magic, so yeah, okay. But I like the idea. Christianity has a lot of magic in it. It's but the idea is a pagan priest. I guess is. But see, the thing is I'm not necessarily pagan, completely. I like my cross and all that. So I guess I'm a religious man, kind of, but I'm spiritual and this and that. So I don't know exactly what word I want to use to define where I'm at with my beliefs. I don't want anybody give me the riot act or this or that, telling me that things should be their way or my way or the highway or whatever. It's just I'm just trying to figure things out. So anyway, yeah, voodoo magic, and voodoo magic is like basically I'm trying to figure out how to. Let's just forget this whole idea of voodoo stuff. That has to do a lot with the black religion and all that. Not to saying blacks are bad. It's just the thing is I'm not into Satanism and all that. I'm into I'm trying to figure out one thing, and it's animism, and that's really what I've been working on. And that's probably, as far as I know, that or extreme wealth. I've had extreme poverty, but extreme wealth is kind of where I'm at. And so I like to try to figure out and understand things. It doesn't mean that I'm trying to hurt anybody. I'm trying to help people figure things out. So with that being said, it's just that's kind of where I'm at with things. I'm trying to understand things. I'm trying to grasp things. So forgive me if I come across like I don't care and stuff like that. I do care, but the thing is I care to the extent that I care, and it doesn't mean that anything else is unimportant or important. It's just I guess if you understand what I'm trying to say, I've got things I'm working on. So, it's getting to the point where I'm kind of running out of breath and of things to talk about. I'm running out of ideas, and I'm trying to basically get to the point where I can kind of figure things out. So you got to figure there's 12 types of magic, and let's say you got alchemy, transmuting anything, and you got shape shifting, and then you got what's it, animism, and then you got, let's say, 7 other ones on top of that. Making things weightless, making things turn colors, having or you can simplify it and just saying having control over the sun, moon, and stars, and of course the earth. And then so yeah, it's a simple thing. It's really not that complicated, and it's just I guess I do. Don't get me wrong. I do like Christianity. I do like religion. I do like spirituality. I do like New Age stuff. I do like Neoplatonic. There's Plato, and there's Socrates, and then there's Nietzsche, and then there's the list goes on and on and on. If you got to figure, there's 8 billion people presently alive today, and then since the beginning of time, there's as many philosophies as there are sands in the ocean. So you got to figure. With all that being said, there's as many religions and stuff like that, but it's really not that complicated, and people really, how do you say this, really aren't that numerous. So, I mean, we all kind of believe the same way in a lot of ways, so there really isn't a whole lot of distinction but between us. So, with that being said, I'd have to say that there's X, Y, and Z, and that's about it, really. So, there's really not a whole lot more to say other than do whatever you want to do, but don't do what you truly hate to do either. Do what you like to do. You know, so yeah, I guess you could say everything is pretty much what's boiled down to it is it's all basically um, a simulation. Nick Bostrom had it right, but I mean, it doesn't mean that Nick Bostrom is the only one that had it right. If that makes any sense to you, you know. So anyway, yeah, that's all I got to say. Really, is I've got my ideas, and you got and people you have yours, and it's like you know, but it doesn't mean that. Where did I put my phone? It doesn't mean that everything is right or wrong. It's all a matter of perspective. You know, it doesn't necessarily mean things are one way or the other, that they're set in stone one way or the other. It just means do whatever brings you happiness and joy in life. That's really all I'm trying to get at. So, uh, you know, paper or plastic or whatever, it's just, however you want to do it, but it's just do what brings you joy and what brings you happiness. If it feels right to you, do it. But if you got to think things through before you do it, though, because one slip up can take you back 20 yards in the game, or it can make you do a complete screw up. There's fate and destiny, and you got fate and destiny, and you got, let's say, a lot of people have fate, and then you're doing your destiny. And I know I'm definitely going on the right path to some degree. I don't know where, road to nowhere, but it's here. You don't really have to go too far. You don't have to go across the ocean. You don't have to go in the sky. You don't have to go in the sea. It's right here, right now. Um, you're in the beginning, but you're always looking for the end. But you're at the end, and you're still looking for the beginning. So you're just in the present moment right here, right now. You don't have anywhere you really truly have to go unless you truly have something you really need or desire. And then, of course, there is a direction to your life. So yeah, you get a dog and it's wandering all over the place doing its shit. There's that, and then there's actually you try to put a bit in your mouth, you try to put a collar around your neck or whatever, or a leash on you. And sometimes you got to realize that there's a reason why things are the way they are. So it doesn't necessarily mean that you're doing the right thing or the wrong thing necessarily, but what you're doing what's right to you. If that makes any sense. So you gotta just do what you gotta do and try to be who you gotta be and try to have what you want to have, and then things work out. So you got to really think things through before you make a decision, and it's like it's man's inherent inheritance. It's to be wealthy and magical and strong and intelligent and all that loftiness, intelligence, strength, and whatever. One of those things, So she got strength, courage, and courageousness. So it's really man's inheritance to tap into that stuff. And there's nothing wrong with money, but that's not the only thing there is in life. Sometimes you got to take the money and have a trade-off and then have something better than the money. Because sometimes money, there's more to it than that. That's part of it, but it's not everything. I mean, I'm not going to sit there and sacrifice and give up everything for a stack of paper. I like money, but it doesn't mean it has to be everything. Because if you think about it, money could be your only reward. There's other things like a large family, a lot of friends, good looks, strength, whatever. So yeah, it's a lot of different things that are factored into that. So anyway, that's all I got to say for now.